After all the cleaning, I don't have any more marks.
Why am I not surprised?
Anyway, you can see how the gray is all gray, but you can't see anything got removed, but we know it got removed because it wouldn't do that before like this. Every spline.
Beautiful.
No more binding.
You know, if you were really...
How loose I got.
If you were really just doing this, you could do every piece, huh? Just lap it and fit it. And
okay, that's probably our best spot. It's pretty loose on this one.
boy, that made a big difference, didn't it?
This one's pretty loose too. There shouldn't be any binding on those. I'm going to mark it for there. And the marks line up. None of them are close. None of them are close. Well, it ain't gonna get no better, we know that. There'll be a washer. Shim washers. Those are tight over that area because the metal's torn up. It's actually bigger. Even though it's looser on the part, it's actually tighter because see, that won't go on.
It's like knurling, huh?
Well, it's like it's all peckered up. It's like it's prick punched everywhere. Which basically it is. It's all torn up metal.
Boy, that works nice.
Well, that one was pretty loose already. Where's the other gear at? It's over here. Where's the washer at?
Go slow now, don't get in a hurry.
Hurry? We're only on our third day since we started working on it.
No, this is day 2.
You're not counting 24-hour clock, are you?
Oh, well, yeah. All right, you're right. We're third day.
Yeah, nice that goes on. Don't have to fight that one anymore. Okay, washer's still up in there. Yep.
That shifting fork's going to work perfectly now.
Maybe. Goes. Someday I'll make a spacer go in there. I think I did. I just don't know where they're at.
Well, in the meantime, they're working all right.
The nuts work. It just takes longer to find all 4 nuts.
The result is the same.
Yeah, it gets tight. We're getting the hardware well broken into each other. How many people think I count how many times I took this apart?
I would say a good 10 or 12.
Today. I've done that many today.
All right, now.
That was in here. That's in neutral. Have that.
Better.
Ooh, look at that.
Better, yeah.
We have in play. See, that's what we want to see. See the camera? Yeah.
Yeah.
In play. So now we have in play. In play there. Well, I don't feel as much there, but I know it's there.
There you go.
Got to squeeze the grease out of the way.
Yeah. Wow.
And see that gear moves too.
Yeah.
See, everything's got a little clearance. Not a lot, just a little. But now it all works. Oh, we're in second gear right now. See how the shifting forks work. Somebody thinks this is going to work.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
You know, turn it backwards too. It goes this direction. That does make a difference sometimes.
Well, the only thing sad about it is that you don't have a drain plug. Yeah, that's sure is nice. Huh.
This is power engages. There we go. At some point. Okay, every time.
Beautiful. Yep, it would have never worked if you hadn't have done that.
It's like it's supposed to.
God, that's beautiful. Yeah. And that one too.
Oh, look at both are going full engages all the way. Look at that.
Yeah.
So we got full engagement in both spots. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. God, listen to it get loose as you do it, huh?
Well, this one I don't have grease all over it. I grease this one up over here.
Yeah.
I got just a perfect spot where I can go full all the way on both of them. That's pretty rare to happen. I never had that happen before. They both work together like that in the gear.
Looks like you're happy.
So you can shift them in pairs. See?
It's like what?
I'm doing in pairs.
That's nice.
Low gear, high gear, low gear, high gear, low gear, high gear. You can also go the other direction. Yeah, they go all over the place. Alright, well there's no more binding. Okay, so we got both things fixed. Okay, so now we got everything's all adjusted now. So when we don't do it, we don't have this gear in here yet to see if that's going to work. That'll be the next headache area. So we couldn't find the lever anywhere. I don't know where it's at. It's missing.
There it is. Get it off and get it down to the chrome shop.
Yeah. I gotta try to get this out of here. And this is why I couldn't find the other spring also. It's right there. Usually things just kind of slide over. But being your bike.
Yeah. Well, it was HO in Canada.
See, that's why you snap on a screwdriver.
Yeah. The right tool for the right job.
Damn right. I'm sure I'm using the appropriate spot. So you know how much that's moved? Nothing.
That's what I was going to say, but...
Now, some people put a hole right here and beat it out with a hammer. It's actually just a cap in the end of that thing, but I don't really like doing it that way. So instead of doing it that way, we're going to do some other direction. Beat on the hammer. Once on that direction, and once on that direction. Move that time. See?
Oh yeah, look at that.
So now what do? You put your fork tool in there, which I don't have. So let me just put that tool right there. Hit it again. So further.
It's just press fit on there?
It's just supposed to slide on there, but it's a little bit more than that. So we got another tool to use. There you go. So that's a 5/8.
Yeah, that's a Harley
I think that was in the tool manual. How
factory
to do that.
tool.
Yeah, it's in the book about how to do that. I'm not sure what the part number is for the proto brass punch, but
That works too.
I stole that from Dad.
That's pretty neat.
That was probably one of his original tools he bought in '49.
That's
Yeah, 49.
That's yellow brass.
40. When year did he buy his tools? First tools? 48, 49 is when he bought his first tool kit. He was about 16 by, I think, at that time.
That spring looks okay.
Well, we could put this one in there if you want.
No, I don't like the ugly one.
Oh, okay. So we'll use this one?
Yeah,
Okay,
think so.
We'll go with this one.
Okay.
Okay. We're not going to use this, though. We're retiring this part.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm supposed to make a tranny out of that part.
Well, if you want.
Yeah, but who's going to buy one? That's the problem.
Say that again?
Who's going to want to buy one, though?
Ha! Somebody that doesn't have one.
Not a 4-speed, but
And I'm sure
speed.
there's lots of people out there that their transmissions are plenty tired, and after watching this and they understand what's going on in there.
Yeah, and about $1,000 labor.
Well, you're not going to put that back as a piece of junk.
Oh, okay. I have to get more money for doing these 45s. They take too long. Is that original paint on there still?
Looks pretty good.
Okay, where's that pin we had? Here's the colony pin. Yeah, it's about the normal fit for Harley. This
Okay.
is the goose. It's pretty round, so that's actually how they make it. The lever's the same way.
Yeah.
Rod.
Okay.
Alright, so this is not too bad. You notice how there's no seal on this.
Right.
There's supposed to be a seal in there. Is there a reason why you left your seal out?
And you got them.
Genuine leather.
Yeah, you got them. Wow.
I'm not sure why you left yours out. You don't suppose maybe it rotted out?
Might have. But that's the new case, though.
No, which side gets the smooth side?
I'd put the smooth side against the lever.
That's usually how I do it too. Goes under like that.
Because the rough side will do well up against the smooth bushing.
Right, I figure that's going to do more sealing and
right,
fitting.
right.
So it goes like that.
Gotcha.
Oh, it fits the case. Look at that.
Great minds think alike.
Why does it fit in a Harley case?
That's assembly?
Yeah. We're switching over to assembly lube right now. You know why?
No.
Because oil will absorb in the leather a lot better than grease.
Oh, okay.
We want the leather to be completely engulfed in fluid,
Okay.
fully immersed in it, so it can absorb all at once. See how it sucks it up in there?
Yeah.
That way the leather will be around for another 100 years if it's got oil in it. And it'll keep working. If it gets dry, it quits working. So you gotta get it fully soaked. You can see how it's not soaked yet. So
Yeah.
usually I lube them up on both sides because it takes a while to go through the whole thing. Lube that thing up all the way. It's not going to absorb much through from this side because it's the smooth side.
Yeah, it's all burnished.
Yep. Go. So we'll let that absorb for a little while and we'll wipe it off with some Tribidine in there. Because I don't know how much oil is going to get back out of it. Okay. I have no idea how we're going to do this other gear. Where'd that thing run off to again? There it is. Let me see my magnifying glass. I gotta see if I can find any kind of marks on this thing at all. Little nicks, scratches, letters, dimples. Anything identifies it being a location.
Why would it have to locate, though, if it goes 360 degrees?
Because there's a phasing between this and this. I'm sure it's not the same all the way around. It might be. I haven't checked that yet. That'll be the next thing I check, but there is no phasing. Harley nicks the tooth is what they do, or they put a dimple on the end of it. The newer stuff, they just put a notch in it, and they take the end off one tooth. There's nothing on this. There you go. So there's no phasing or anything. So now I'm going to look down the center line of the square and see if it lines up with the tooth. Not quite, it's pretty close. So they don't really care how you put together, just put it together, however you want to. Okay. that enough soaking time?
I would say. Can I see the end of that for a second?
Your favorite stuff for cereal in the morning.
Yeah, $130 a tub. That's a $5 dab you just gave me there.
That's $5?
I don't know.
I got carried away.
Well, only use what you need.
I don't know what I need.
Is that the $130 tub right there?
That is not the $360 tub.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's not that one. You're good, but you're not that good. That's the NASCAR grease and the Formula One grease. They're the only ones that can afford that crap. But if you want to lubricate your wheel bearings by going like this,
yeah,
and be just like a film, and then you run 500 miles, that's what that grease does.
Yeah, right.
So,
well, there again, you know, when you've got that much money invested in the win,
yeah.
It's hard to short hit on that, isn't it?
Yeah, the race might be won by inches. I mean, if that's worth 6 inches, it's worth $1 million.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty hard to cry about $300.
A win is a win, and the second doesn't mean shit.
Tell the owner that you lost because you were cheap on the grease.
You wouldn't spend the money on the grease. Yeah.
And watch Danica Patrick throw a fit.
Yeah. Your girlfriend.
I like her. I think she's hot. So there again, that just makes it easy to assemble that, right?
No. Still got to beat it in with a hammer. I didn't pre-fit that to see if it's going to be the same fitment as the other one. It kind of looks like it's going to be the same problem. So you didn't think I could do 3 things at once, did you? See, you're pulling with your forearm, and you're hitting with your wrist. Because Alan won't help.
All you got to do is say. You got it pretty close. You want me to hold it? What do you want me to do?
I still got 1/8 inch to go yet. What are you talking about? Alright, hit it with a hammer.
Ready?
Yeah. Hold on. Try it again. That might be better there. Try it again. Hold on.
It's almost flush there, right where it should have been.
No, I still gotta go
Oh.
a bunch more. Bigger screwdrivers. Pull out the big boys now. Got to upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, not so hard. Hit it again. Alright, it's not moving. Not moving. Yeah, it's moving slightly, but it's got a long ways to go.
What about the press?
Yeah, nothing to press against. Keep bringing out bigger tools. Okay, hit it. Hold it. Again. It's moving slowly. Hit it. Hold on. Good leverage points. Try it. Hold on. Almost there. That last little bit. Okay, hit it. There, hold on. Okay, hit it. Okay. Oh, great. It's hitting on the stupid ass boss. Figures after I get on almost all the way it would be a problem.
Doesn't this have to center up a little?
Look how concentric their gear is.
Yeah.
But that helps us because that cuts the case away where we don't need it. It's good here. So. They did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't want you to have to take it apart again.
Yeah, they made it screwed up on purpose. See?
Well, it never goes down that far.
No, I'm cutting the case away.
Yeah, I know.
See over here now you got clearance. Okay, so we need to get this corner here to go over now. Okay, try that again. Okay. Straighter. See, the last little bit there is what we need out.
Mm-hmm. Pretty tight there, but it's clear.
And this is where it's next spot that needs to be pushed against. Hold on. Okay, hit it. All right. Where's the
Top?
bag of shit that you didn't take out of my bag today? So he went home to go to sleep last night. I had to go find parts.
Oh man. Well, I didn't go home, but
so I found me some foot springs, or kickstand springs for 45.
okay, cool.
I found another big box full of them. Pan had broken steering damper piece. Top of the Y glide early one. Might need that for also. And the part we needed for your bike.
What are they?
The clips that hold the gear on.
Oh, all
beat
right.
the hell out. You don't think that's going to stay there forever, do you?
Oh well.
So I knew I had a bag of these someplace. I had to go find them. It was buried under a bunch of other crap.
Well, I bet.
Hard to find. V-Twin reproduces these, but these are the real deals.
Oh wow.
Alright, so that goes over the lever and holds it in.
Right.
Keeps that nice loose fitting gear from coming off. So we had to go in far enough to get this on.
Oh, I gotcha.
So we had to beat it to the point where that shaft would stick out.
Turn it up a little bit this way.
Oh, I can't see, so anyway, we got that in there. So we only have this much free play in the system.
Right, right.
So technically we go down to 15 thou if we can make it move, but we weren't getting to move much more than what we got.
No.
So hopefully this will go in there. If not, I'll have to spin it up a little bit. Well, somewhere in the back room there's one of these. It flew through the air and disappeared.
Oh, it did.
It went thunk and it was gone. See, that's not going in. So this is where you lose it, see.
Yeah, it went in.
Hasn't gone in yet. Appears to be a little tight. Going now. There it goes. Trying to make it even.
Right.
Doesn't want to move. Well, I got to quit grinding at least. Oh, that moved it a bunch.
Jeez.
You didn't want that up again, did you?
It's a
How come it would...
How come it would drop by there?
I know that clip ain't ever coming out.
Tap it from the bottom of that lever.
Yeah, you get to where we hit it from the outside again.
Do what?
It moved out about 30 thou. Come over and hit it again. Beat it in.
Ready?
Yeah,
Two.
Right. Better quit screwing with that one.
I think.
It's actually pretty round, pretty straight now. That worked. So see now it's not going this way, but it is going like up and down. See?
Oh yeah, okay. Wow.
Not concentric.
Yep.
Quality. I don't know why they got stuck down there because see it works right by this way. It's just a matter of where it puts it on the shelf.
Gremlins, I guess.
Well, that clip ain't never coming out of there unless you take some load off of it. So it's in there. Alright. Looks good.
Look at that all working. You didn't try the kickstart function yet.
You don't think that's going to work?
Well, I don't know. We didn't try it. Right there.
Right there. I'm looking. I don't see it there.
Underneath.
You mean in my blind spot where I can't see?
I was sure happy to get the correct Kickstarter. Thanks.
OS.
Wow, look at that.
That works pretty freely now. There's no load on that thing. I guess the ratchet. Look at that, there's no load. It's not bounding up like it was. How nice that fits. Nothing.
It's beautiful.
You know, it doesn't bind up. Things work good.
Yeah, well, it's all the master fit on that.
It's fitted. It's fitted. Okay.
Beautiful
so where's our gear at? We know this is going to fit perfect.
Yeah. What do they call that? The barrel?
Shift drum.
And that's certainly different than the 3-speed, huh? The gates are different in it.
Got the same two grooves, but they do different things.
Right.
But not much different because remember we had reverse tranny.
Right, right.
It went 4 gears.
Right.
But
It
changes the pattern.
3 forward and 1 in reverse, yeah.
But it had 4 positions. But
Yeah.
they changed the locations where the positions are at. What they did. So, grease on there. These stock Harley shift rollers are nice and heat-treated and strong and round and eccentric. And
Right.
they work, unlike the aftermarket ones that break and have all issues with them. Okay, I'm going to use this crappy-ass used shift fork shaft.
Doesn't look that crappy.
Actually, that's a shift fork shaft. This is the shift drum shaft.
They're different?
Yep. Okay, this just basically drops in wherever you want it to, I guess. So where do you want low gear to be?
Well, forward.
Okay, so there's low. I know where we want low to be. You have to drop it in through this notch. I don't know if that's low or high, so we'll find out.
You ought to write the tech manual on this.
I'll pass. Okay, this gear has to be neutral. Okay, now we got to look at this one. Let's see what gear this one's going to be in. It's in neutral also. Yeah, but see, I have no idea what this needs to go to. Is this supposed to fit? Me. this figured out. Okay, so we know that works in there now. How you gonna get that thing back out of there? Very carefully, that's all. See, there's no way getting this back out.
Yeah.
Once it's in, it's in. The big twins, they put a groove here to leverage it out with. This has no groove. See, there's no hole over
Yeah,
here.
no, yeah, boy.
Nobody's put the hole yet to knock it this way.
Good luck, huh?
Yeah. I can't even get it out when I got this much grab onto. Here, feel the high spots on it. Alright, so I'm going to put this in my lathe and do a hone on this thing and get rid of all the burrs.
Be back.
Doesn't line up. See how hard that goes in? I guess it's hitting on the cover here a little bit.
Hit that with a file.
Goes right over there. And that's where it stops, being easy. It's hard to believe Harley didn't put it in the
Well, I'm
square.
just thinking they drilled the hole taking it apart, huh?
It's hard. That's a heavy hit. Looks like it's not even the right size. So I took all the burrs off.
Yeah, look how nice it goes.
But, yeah, this side over here is not the same as this. See the mark it's leaving in the case.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go on this one, this well here. It gets tight to that side too. So what size do you think this is? Close to 3/8. 374. 373.5. So you want this to be 374. go that direction. 74 right here. $373 right here. So this is under what we need. See, it didn't go in there.
Why would they do that?
Because the hole's undersized.
But the question is, why would they do that?
See the mark where I beat it in?
Yeah.
It's all
Well, I
shiny.
see.
Right there.
Yeah.
So that's where I beat the shaft and it wouldn't go. And this is why, because it won't go in. Of course, we're right at the limit of my stud right here. Can't. The stud's in the way to do this job. So we have an issue with the case not being machined correctly. I don't know why they made it have to be beaten with that hard. And there's no way of getting this thing out again because it's a blind hole and you have no way of getting to it. And when you put that all the way in, it's flush. And how would you ever get it out? There's no way of getting it out. Once it goes in, you're never getting it out. So unless you put a hole in here, there's just no way of getting this piece out of here. And you have to put a little silicone over the end of it, otherwise it'll seep oil out of it. So all you could do is go in with a pair of pliers and try to slide it out, but if you had to beat that thing in with a 3 thou press fit, it'll probably split the case.
I bet it would.
But it's definitely never going to come out again. Once you beat that thing in there, it's permanently in there, which is not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to get these out. So, like I said, I honed this, and now this part here works nice and freely. It's just, that's our problem. Let's see, we're clearing here. 374. It's 374.5. Yeah, see, that's tight. That's a half a thou under 38. This is 374. That's what they use there. Because this was 373.5 after I honed it. It was probably 374 before it got honed. So the cover does clear, barely, but it cleared. So what we need is we need this here to go all the way through to make this a slip fit all the way across. But you still have to reach in there with pliers, needle nose or something to pull this out. There's no way of getting a hold of it otherwise. Or you got to put the hole over here. So I think we just need to put a hole over here. But we need to get this, this stud has to come out of here so I can actually ream this thing. Because see, I have to be able to hold this, and I'm hitting on this. So I'm going to take this all apart, play with it a little bit. Alright, we'll be back. A lot bigger than I wanted it to be. It's way more than 1/8 of an inch. That's my smallest one though. Yep. So now you know what I need for my birthday.
What? Drill index.
I drill 1 inch, one size over 1/8 inch. It's this size. So you can drill a hole through. Need a 8-inch drill. Oh, well, this is 150 something Kelvin, so it's a 32nd over 1/8. So an 1/8 inch punch will be loose going all the way through. Which if you go through the other direction, you're just going to guess, so you might as well do it the correct way and run it through. So we took the stud out that was in the way, and we got access to the drill now to get in there. Of course, for this one, we had access also. Anyway. There's already a dimple in there from when they drilled straight through, so all you gotta do is center it on this side a little bit and run it through. You can see why I took the tranny apart?
Right. They call that foreign object debris.
Otherwise, you got shit in your tranny.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, we got shit in the tranny.
Well, I'm glad you put that in there.
I butchered this brand new case. On purpose. I've been known to do that.
We needed to.
See, now it's on center though, see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we got to ream this hole out to something bigger than what we had. Okay, which one's this one, the 373 or the other one? Okay, so now we're going to ream this thing all the way through here. And ream that sucker right in there. If I had a little bush in it, put in to make it square, I would like to have that, but I just have to. I don't have time to make up fancy ass tools, so. I just have to work around it. Didn't take much. It's like it was twisted a little bit. Clean all the way around. You and Scooby, looking for something? Let's see, I probably left a punch in the shaft over there I needed. Scooby's looking for something. Hurry up, where's that rat? Find that rat. Appropriate tools. Got the right size. All right. The groove just barely line up with the hole here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could actually go a little bit deeper. We're flush. We're actually slightly below flush here.
Okay.
So that's where it goes. Now I don't think you're going to pull that out anyway, except having this hole right here.
Be no way.
Now that was a 73, and this was 73 and a half, so I think that's what this measured. This isn't my real good mic, but it's close enough. 73 and 3/4 with this mic. So it's a 1/2 to 3/4 of a thou, theoretically press fit, but you know we don't know what size this reamed out. So if I put the 74 in here, it would just fall right in. So I like it where it's a tight fit, but you want to make it so damn tight you can never get it in and out.
Right.
But there's no way you can pull that out without having a punch. Now being this tight here, it ain't likely it's going to leak any oil out because it's tight. So I like this fit. Now it's going to wear in a little bit as you go. Now the next reamer I got is 74, which is the size that we have over here. So it'd be loose if we put this one in.
Yeah, you don't want it that loose. That's nice just like it is.
Yeah, we don't want to lose because it's going to want to try to spin. You want the 73, which is this one. So I think that's what this one was. Hopefully it was. Yep. So that comes out of the, I think this is the dowel pin reamer kit. Yeah, it's the dowel pin reamer set, not the over-under set. So that's why you got both sets, you get all the oddball ones. Okay, so that's going to work now. So now you go ahead and clean this whole thing up. And we'll go ahead and put the seal in here while we got this far apart now. So we'll be back.